All right, I am here with David Azizi from the law offices of David Azizi, and today we're going to discuss something that relates to buses and possible bus accidents. And I think anyone who has driven in Los Angeles or a major city in the United States knows there are many buses on the roads, and those buses have to travel a little bit differently than a car. If you're driving a Toyota Prius or a Audi A4, you can kind of weave in and out of traffic a little more. It's probably still dangerous, but you're not driving a huge bus with many, many passengers. So, David, with a bus changing lanes, they have to offer a different amount of space, and obviously the amount of speed they're traveling is a little different. How, do they have a special license that they use, and what is their duty as a bus driver?
Well, by law, the duty that is assigned to bus drivers is to be they're considered common carriers, and the duty and responsibility that they have is higher than a regular driver. And the reason it's set higher is because they're, as it says, common carriers. They're carrying a busload of people, individuals, and so they got to be a lot more cautious than a regular driver because, like you said, they're driving a bus. It's a lot harder to stop a bus than a vehicle. You can, a lot of times, vehicles stop them much faster with the technology that we have with anti-lock brakes really fast. Whereas a bus, if they're changing lanes, they have to make sure that they account for any potential hazards that may confront them ahead of them. I've had a case where, for example, a bus driver was changing from lanes from the closest to the curb and kept going and going and going and going, and they ended up behind another vehicle, and they were pretty close. And like I've covered in other videos, they have cameras in there, so you can literally see everything that's happening. And we saw that this bus driver changed lanes, and then when he got to the last lane, which is the center divider, even though he didn't have enough of a space between himself and the vehicle ahead of him, he still continued to go and change lanes and go behind that other vehicle. Well, right about that time, another vehicle came from a driveway and it attempted to enter into that lane where the vehicle was in front of the bus driver. So that prompted the vehicle in front of the bus driver to slow down and hit the brakes to avoid a collision with the car ahead of him. And as you can imagine, the next thing was this bus driver ended up colliding into the vehicle in front of him. And one of my clients ended up literally being thrown off her chair and sliding down the bus and hitting the coin machine and sustained severe injuries. So in that situation, we were able to say the bus driver as a common carrier failed in his duties to make sure that he maintained a safe distance between himself and the vehicle ahead of him when he was making a lane change and caused the accident.
Absolutely, and that's very valuable information. If you have been in a bus accident in Los Angeles or anywhere in the state of California on the Santa Monica Big Blue bus or the buses in San Francisco, please feel free to contact the law offices of David Azizi. You will see the phone number both below the YouTube video as well as above in the YouTube video. Thank you for your time, David.
All right, thank you.